it. Let's see here. Are we live? Are we live? Let's see. Hey, I did it. Okay. That was fun. Nothing like a good curveball to get back into the live streams. All right. So, my streaming software I've been using for years now. I bought it off AppSumo. Was a very good deal. I think they went out of business. I got a 503 when I went to go and start the live stream. Then I did a little bit of research and I saw they haven't created a post on Twitter or any of their social media since 2023. So, RIP. It's time to move on. Okay, let me just get my setup here. Give me a few minutes and make sure we are good. My testing environment over here. Okay. We are doing this. Is going to be a fun one too. How is my sound? Is the audio okay? Looks like the lighting is all right. Okay, let's see. All right, I got to go jump back in here and delete that last stream, huh? Let's go back to my studio and I'm going to kick this off. We got some cool stuff to get started with. It's funny, I spent like hours preparing and it's always the one thing that you never think is going to happen. But it's not just streaming, it's web design, right? It's like taking on a project, things happen. Everything looks like, hey, it's going to run smooth. But then, things happen. All right, let me just try to delete this. All right. Yeah, we don't need that 1 minute stream in there. YouTube is acting funny, so I don't want that to mess with anything. You never know. Okay. Now I'm just going to get my iPad ready here so I can make sure quality. Okay, quality is looking cool. So I just set up an Ethernet because I noticed that in the past the quality was off. Move to Ecamm. I signed up for Riverside. I know I just got the quick 14-day free trial. I don't think I'm going to be paying $40 a month or $400 a year for it. I'm definitely going to have to find another cost-effective solution. Maybe I'll go open source and just do OBS. If I was on a PC, that definitely is the way that I would go. Okay, let me close this down, and I'm just going to change my account because I want to be able. You know what? Nah, it's all good. It's all good. Let's just keep rolling. All right. So I got to see how this works. Just want to make sure I got the chat open and I'm able to chat. Oh, no. How does this work? Oh, I hope I don't have to do some permissions. Okay, there's the sharing screen. Got that. I want to be able to chat though. I want to be able to pull up my chat. What is up with that? We got to do screen shares because I got a lot of stuff to share. We're going to be doing some live stuff. We're going to be exploring some AI agents and MCPs. We got the MCP from Dynamic OO. We're going to explore connecting that MCP up with Claude Code. I got a local site set up. We're going to go through that whole process. I got a few things that I want to experiment with on that. And then also with Bitflows, I want to explore their AI agent, setting that up as well. So I got two big goals here. But the chat, man, the chat. Where is the chat? Do you know what? I had to set this up with the RM something, like RM, what is it? Something I never even heard of, to be quite honest. RTMP, so maybe that is why. Okay, what I'm going to do then is change my counts here. I really don't want to, but I want to be in the chat. I want to see the chat. Because that, the whole purpose of doing the live streams and coming back into it is because I want to connect with everyone. I'm often setting up for a project or I'm setting up for another video, exploring a new tool, and I want to start doing these live so we could see the process behind it. You could geek out together. We could see what these new things are like, especially right now with all the stuff that's happening with AI. I want to be in this and I want to stay ahead. And that's where I've been. I've been on full geek out mode. And I just want to start turning on the camera and just going live like a lot. Okay, so we're going to have to figure this out. Yeah, Mark, we're going to be learning live. I just wish I could pull up my chat. There's got to be a way. I know I'm missing something. I have a feeling I am. Okay, I was not expecting this. Let me go ahead and turn off that screen sharing so we don't have to see that. Okay, I'm not going to be able to pull up like what I used to. Like I like to see a good question, pull that question up on the screen and be able to, address it. This way, everybody's kind of like on the same track, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do this in this live stream. I'll have to test this out later, but I do want to get into what I have been working on. So I have it right here. I'm going to sit down though. I've been standing up. Just finished dinner, ran up here and hit that roadblock. Wee. Uh-oh. Keep going. No, don't go back up. Go down. All right. Awesome, awesome. Okay, so okay, let's set this up. Okay, I'm just gonna break into the screen share right now. Open this up. All right. And we're just gonna start to go into stuff. And I got my iPad here. This is what helps me to like make sure I don't go into a full presentation without the screen share, which I used to do a lot in the past. Let me make sure my screen is sharing. It should be. Okay, dope. So let's go ahead and open up some stuff. So I did a little bit of preparation. I try not to do too much because I want to do some of this live. And I do got my Claude right over here. This is my assistant. Let me go ahead and close this doc so I could get more of a view. Now, what I want to do in this live stream, I want to focus on two big outcomes. The first one is going to be the MCP. I really want to dive more into MCPs. Like I'm already using them with other things, with other tools, but I want to get into it more with WordPress. And, I've done a lot of like research in it. And I feel like it's still one of those things that isn't shown too much. Like we can see how to add it, but how does it actually work in real life? And I feel like a live stream and like actually testing it will help out. Now, what I want to test with the MCP and to show you which MCP we're using, it's going to be the one by Dynamic Ooh. They just released this a couple of weeks ago. I've been wanting to test it out. It looks like really advanced. I mean, we could even build our own custom MCP right here. Like there's a lot we could do. And see, I want to paste these things inside of our chat, but I can't because I can't access the chat. Hey, does this even work? Let me see if it does. I don't know. It's supposed to show the public chat. What does this download do? Okay, I gotta learn this new platform, but we're not going to do that right now. We're just going to keep the stream going, unless if I see this pop up. Okay, I want to connect this using Claude Code to an install that I have. And that is going to be this one. It's running on a local site that's on Local by Flywheel. Definitely, it's a burner site, like it's a clone of a site that I've already built. And I don't want to mess it up. Like after this, I'm just going to delete the site. So it's a burner site. And let's see here. I already installed the plugin. So we're going to go through that process of setting it up. And what I want to do is I want to, first we're going to go through the setup, but then I'm going to use this to run an audit. One of the things that I do often, because I am not a good typer, I misspell things a lot. And I'm always getting called out. And it doesn't look professional when you have stuff misspelled. So I want to see if we could have Claude Code scan and fix misspells on a website. We want to look for dummy text, some lorem ipsum as well. if there's some lorem ipsum, something left behind, to point it out, show where it is at, what page it is at, and then also to search for broken links. And I just kind of feel like these are very common errors that happen when launching a website. Because when we're in, for me, I can speak for me, when I am in the web design process, I'm so focused on all these tiny details and I'm trying to get everything right that there's always something that's going to slip by. And these are the things that clients usually find. I don't want the client finding stuff like that. I usually turn this over to like a VA, junior developer, or somebody else to go through and proofread it, but even they miss it as well. So that's going to be the first goal of this live stream. The second one, we are going to set up bit flows and we're going to create an AI agent. And this is something as well I want to explore. What this flow is going to do, and I don't even know if it's possible yet. We are going to find out. I think it is. Theoretically, it should be. It sounds good. But basically, when we create a new post and publish a post, that we are going to have ChatGPT. We're going to have it read the post, summarize it in 2 very small paragraphs, and then create a campaign in Fluent CRM, creating the newsletter campaign, like creating the actual newsletter, inserting the featured image. Got my thing on. Let me turn off put that on focus. Okay, I was getting notified. I wanted to insert the featured image, the content, the summary, and then also a button that's going to link to the blog post that just says read more, and then have it automated so it actually sends out in a newsletter email list. I want to see how far we could go. So we got 2 big things. So let me pull this up over here and I want to see. All right, if you guys got questions, this is really going to help out if you put a hash mark or something in front of it, because I'm going off of my iPad and the text is tiny here for the chat. I'm just going to go in though. And by the way, this is, I'm bringing it back. This is me dusting off the cobwebs. This is the stuff that I geek out on by myself, and I don't want to keep doing this by myself. I want to start doing this, and I want to start connecting more. I took time off last year to focus on health, drop some weight, get in shape, change some habits, was dealing with burnout, a lot of things. So I gave myself some time. Now, honestly, I've been ready to come back to this and really start to push things. And I'm just taking that leap, even if my streaming software goes out of business. And here it is. This is my streaming software. Hey, it is working. It is back online. Okay. Well, we'll be back next week with the original one. That's pretty good. I mean, now I could cancel that $40 a month trial. No way I'm going to pay $40 a month. I'd rather put that money towards the max plan on Claude Code at this point. But anyways, let's go ahead and move forward. So, all right. Let me get in the zone. I got this set up over here. We're going to first set up Novamira. Okay, dude, this is a hard name to say. Novamira. Novamira. Okay. I this is like a name that I can't remember, but I get it. To me, it is Italian. I know this is an Italian team right here, but hey, Dynamic U did it. They create dope stuff, like this is a solid team right here. So you could go here and take a look, Novamira.ai, and you could check it out. This is free. It's ready to go. There is an MCP that is by WordPress. I think that one's going to be a safer one if you're going to use it on free websites. You guys can hear me, right? Just want to make sure, because I see this muted thing. I don't know why it's muted. Have I been muted? Please tell me I'm not muted. I don't know why this was muted. I'm not used to this platform. Okay, please tell. I've done this before. I've gone through like an hour presentation, not paying attention to stuff, and didn't share the screen. I'm just, and it took like an hour for somebody to say, "Hey, I think you're supposed to be sharing your screen." Oh boy. Okay, let me get some water before we go ahead and dive in on this. Mm. All right, all right, all right. So, first off, this part I might have to. Wait, why is this in full screen? That ain't supposed to be full screen. Let's see. Okay, I might have to move my thing off the screen. I don't know. I just don't want none of you slick AI specialists to jump into my MCP. But basically, we got to create a new record, application record. I know we got to do that. And then we got to add the MCP. I'm going to be using Terminal. And that's where I'm doing my Claude code. I think using, Claude with the code work is a lot easier. I'm just trying to force myself to use Terminal because right now I'm trying to learn it. I'm trying to understand it. And I see a question, why Fluent CRM? It just came to my mind. I mean, I use Fluent CRM, but I just thought that since, I use it, that it would be a little bit easier for me. But theoretically, this all should work with other CRMs as well. But, we'd have to see. It does go a bit differently. Let's see here. Okay, sound is okay. Thanks, Mark. Appreciate it. All right, cool. Thanks, Robert. So glad to hear, man. Okay, let's get started. First thing, let's go ahead and... Okay, I see. So we got to take this and we got to add this. Okay. I wonder if I got to open up Claude first. So you do need Node.js. I already got that. Huh. All right. Okay, that was something else. It looks like that copy didn't work. Okay, the copy isn't working. So let me just copy and paste it this way. Okay, it's looking good. But you know what? As I am using this, I'm going to pull up my Claude. I've already been working with it on this project, so I'm just going to keep this one open. Let's go ahead and close that. All right, it was helping me to connect to a new tool for the live stream. That was tricky. I feel like I lost a lot of mental capacity during that one. Okay, we're live. Let's do this. In fact, I'm going to open up my Whisper Flow because I want to go a little bit faster. Come on, get rid of that doc. Okay, let's go ahead and get started with setting up the Novamira. Now, I've already installed the Claude MCP. For the setup, I'm going to share the results from Terminal. Let me know if everything looks good. So as I'm going through with Terminal, my process has been quite slow because I've been really wanting to understand it. When I first started with Claude and I was going directly in Terminal, I had no idea what it was doing. And after building an app through it, something just felt wrong. I just had a sinking feeling in my gut, like I don't know what's happening and this is bothering me. And I ended up doing a complete wipe on my Mac. I wanted to start off fresh. And I was like, let's follow best practices. Let's learn the best practices and take it step by step. And that's what I've been doing. So I've been using Docker containers when I'm playing around building an app. But for this, we don't need to. We don't need to do that. In fact, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to use VS Code for this one. Because this is the MCP connecting directly to one of my local sites. So I'm just going to drop it in here. Let me drop this in my VS Code. We got the terminal. Let me go ahead and point this to my, I want it to be pointed directly. I want Claude only to mess with my files for this project. So let me, no, I didn't want to do that. You know, right here, this was the same thing as selecting a folder. I just used the terminal command to select the folder. And I'm going to set this up over here. And now I could open up Claude. Let's get that rolling. All right, we got Opus going. Oh, where is my phone? All right. I'm going to have to keep an eye on this because using Opus, we run out of credits quite quickly. Let me see how much I have in here. Put in my usage. Okay, cool. The session is clean, just started, only 3%. We're good for this, man. We are good. Okay. Let's see. First steps. Well, let's take a look at what we're going to do. So now we're connected. Let me check the connection. Let's see. I just want to ask it if it could check it and see if we are connected. It's going through other stuff. Okay. No, I don't want pencil. Okay, I need to be more specific. Let's see here. What's the name of this? I was using something from, okay, DWE. All right. Do you want me to proceed? Okay, return information. All right, let's go ahead and start over. You read this file. Just want to test, see if we are. Okay. Okay, let's see. Maybe, okay, forget about pencil. We are only, you know what? Let me do this. For one MCP, and that MCP is going to be for our WordPress website that we are working on, the Design with Elementor 2.0. That MCP is from Novamira. Can you check just that specific MCP? Make sure it's connected to the website that we are connected to right now. This way we can move forward and start making changes. All right, let's see now if this helps out being more specific. Oh, that's good news, Robert. Okay, so Elementor V4 does allow more. Yeah, I was going to work on that over the weekend. I was even thinking about doing a live stream and like putting together like the variables and classes and framework, but God, it's so boring. I wouldn't want to watch me doing that. Like it is a boring process. It's cool. to see like, a streamlined version of it. It'll be good for a video that's edited, but not for this. Okay, let's see. I checked the available in the session. I don't see currently or pencil. Huh. You know what? Let's just give this see what that does. Okay. Approval. Yeah, that's okay. One thing I don't do is keep hitting okay. If I don't know, I go right into Claude and I ask, what is this? What is it doing? What does it mean? And do you know what? I caught it trying to do some stuff I didn't want to do inside of the past. Okay, let me see here. The WordPress has been added to your project configuration. You'll need to restart this Claude Code session for the new MCP. Become available, exit, re-enter Claude Code, and then I'll be able to use the WordPress. Okay. Are now stored in your local. Nice, nice. Okay, everything is good. Yes, let's restart. Okay. Nice. And let me make sure I have my path that takes me to my folder I want to work in. Let's just go ahead and open this all the way up. All right, now Claude. And we should be good here. We are. Okay, cool. We're all connected. Okay, let me go back to what we need to do. Okay, we got to download. We already did that. I did that before the video. Downloaded it, installed it. And oh, we got to enable AI ability. So let's go to settings. There we go. Let's go ahead and save that. Okay, so this is a reason why I wanted to test this particular MCP out. It could execute PHP code. Now that is exciting and scary at the same time. This is the reason why I'm doing it on a burner website, just to test it and try it out. But I could see this, once you get good at it, understand it, being something to use for, building plugins directly inside of WordPress, creating add-ons, doing stuff like that. So, all right, we are good. We also got the sandbox here. So I want to come back and take a look at the sandbox as we start to make adjustments. Let's go back over here, see what we have. So, all right, we already did that. Now this part, okay, let me ask Claude, because I don't understand this part right here. Let's go here. Up and on. All right, so I'm asking to walk me through it and why I need it. Because I don't, I need to understand and I don't. Okay, all right, this is so we could do, we could work over HTTP instead of HTTPS, since this is, okay, since it's a local. So WP config. All right, let's go back here. That's the easy part. Close that up. Let's go find my config. I'm going to remove the sample. Don't need that. And where is it saying to install? I just want to make sure I got this right. Okay, got it. down here at the bottom. Oh, we already got it. So yeah, we're already good. Okay. No need. Let's go back and see what's next on here. Go back. Copy. Okay, we already did that. We already did that. Verify connections. We already did that. Okay, let me do that. Okay, to verify, I do like that it asks that. Okay, can you list the plugins installed on this website? I wish this was faster though, don't you? Okay. All right. All right. Dope. We're connected. So let's see. Now I feel like from here we could. I mean, what should we do, guys? I mean, I feel like from here, like we could do all kinds of stuff. I'm just looking over at the chat real quick. Okay, okay. We're all connected. Good, good, good. Okay, that's a good tip, Robert, for sure. Like I look at keeping it real. I'm new with Terminal, and it's kind of strange. It's like since I started getting into AI, Cloud Code, and learning this stuff, I've been wanting to go back to development and learn it. And that's how I started my path. I started off learning to code websites before I ever touched WordPress. But then, like I transitioned into design using page builders, kind of stepped out of it. And I feel like going back into it's like it re-sparked that, wanting to learn more. So this is good. I am definitely going to check out the custom slashes. Tell Claude Code to install you a status line so you can see context windows. Jay, what's going on, brother? So good to see you here, man. You need a status bar for your Claude Code. Okay. Let's ask it. All right. Create a status. For the window. Okay, is that what you say? Install your status line. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to put create a status line. Let's see what that is. And then after that, I want to interact with this website. Yeah, let's go ahead. And with that, I'm going to go back to the site. Let me see, where is the site at? I'm going to go back to a page instead of having to crawl everything. That's going to take a long time. Let me go to the home page and just grab this link. Oh, I didn't even need to go there and do that, but yeah, let's go back over here. I'm going to have it just crawl this one. Let's go, man. Okay. See, I don't want to keep going through and just I got to understand what it's doing before I just start hitting yes, 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 yes. That bothers me. I just can't do it unless if I know what I'm saying yes to. So I'm gonna come back to the status line here for sure. Okay. Crawl. I'm gonna use the voice chat so that way I don't sound all weird, like trying to talk out while I'm texting. I need you to crawl the home page. Here is the URL. I want you to look for any broken links, any misspelled words, and any dummy text, lorem ipsum. If there are misspelled words, I want you to tell me which words they are and I want you to fix them and spell them correctly. Change the website and make sure they are spelled correctly. If there are any broken links, just let me know which broken links there are. And then if there is lorem ipsum, just let me know if there is lorem ipsum. Do not change the lorem ipsum. Only thing to change are the misspelled words. All right, let me insert. Oh, I can't do that, huh? I gotta see. You can't really use it. I'm not used to this. It's so much easier in co-work. Okay, it's all good. No, paste that in there. And before I hit that command, I want to actually go in and spell something wrong. Let's do that. I want to see and like actually see if it can do it. That would be interesting. All right, I'm gonna just throw a T right here so it just looks off. All right. Let's see if it fixes that. What do you think? You think it's going to do it? Yeah, you see, I get you, Robert. You know, like that's the reason why I want to learn it and I want to use Terminal. I know that, if I really want to take it to the next level, then yeah, it's going to be much more lightweight. And honestly, I'm having fun in here. Let's see. Fetch. Do you want me to allow Claude to fetch this content? Yes, and don't ask again. Yeah, you got free reign over this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Error. What is that? I might have to throw this into... All right. Right now, something is happening. And what I'm going to do at this point is go in and pull out my Claude code. Because this is me. This is how I learn. I got my thing here. All right. Let me use a voice command for this. We started moving forward. I tested the connection. The connection is working. And then I gave it the first command to start to make some changes, seeing what it could actually do. And I wanted to target just one page first. But afterwards, I noticed I got an error. And this is what I got inside a terminal. Can you tell me what this means and guide me in the right direction? Uh-oh. Can you guys hear the background? That like weird noise? I was hoping it wouldn't happen, but we got the world's loudest insects in Thailand. Like literally, they're right outside inside of the bushes. It's crazy. Like you go outside, sometimes it actually like pierces the ear. Like you can't even have a conversation outside. It is that loud. Sorry about that. Maybe you should turn on crisp. Okay, let's see. Good news. This is not a real error. This is Claude code working correctly. Just asking. Okay. Just hit one. Let it proceed. Okay. Let's keep going. Let's see. All right, it's going through the HTML. I see that. All right. Okay, that's good to hear. Dude, if I were to take this microphone and open up the window, you'd be like, dang, what is that? Okay, let's see. Local site has, let me fetch it. Okay, we did that. Bash command. Let's see here. Extract figures. Okay. Oh, I should have just tell it to keep going. Yeah, I don't want to keep you. I just want you to do your thing right now. see. All right. Again, testing. Okay. All right. So now it's testing for the broken links. Yeah, let's keep going. All right. Testing for the status. Ooh, I don't think I gave it a clear enough direction. Oh wait, no, these are links going to the other pages. This must be our menu. Okay, now let me find and fix misspelled words. Ooh, it found the word that we just put in. Should be financial. This is stored in Elementor data. Oh, could it do it though? Can it do it? From one pattern. Can it do it? What you guys think? Do you think it could do it? All right, let me see. If you're working on a single, see the code output. Yeah, I was noticing that. I'm trying to use VS Code on it. Usually I was just using my regular terminal. But just trying something different. I'm still exploring. I guess I got to find out what works best for me though. But yeah, it is quite heavy, man. Let's see. Contains backlash, white space. Yep, let's go. Contains backlash space. Yep, let's go. I feel like this is taking way too long to just fix a misspelled word. Uh, how much of my usage did I use up? Let's refresh this. Okay, it took 6%. Jeez. Okay, now it's going through the MySQL. Robert, do you work with this a lot? Are you using Claude Code heavily inside of your process? Oh, okay. The reason why I wanted to do the visuals, yeah, the reason why I wanted to use VS Code is also I like it. Just looks cooler than a regular terminal. I know there's ways to style up the terminal. I've been a lot of videos been coming up on my feed, but gosh, this is not happening the way I want it to happen. I just want to, get this sorted out. Let's see if it did fix it. So no, it did not fix it. And okay, it's checking Elementor. It looks like it's digging in Elementor. Maybe I need to get more specific. Yeah, good point. Definitely, definitely. Uh, that's exactly what I would do on a real project. The real project would have planning. I just want to see what it could do. But definitely, good point, Robert. You need to have skills, memory set up. You got to set everything up just like if I was building out a website for a client or a real project, solving a real problem. We're going to go through a process first before we even start building the website, making sure everything is prepared and it is in the right direction. We're not just going to open up something and just slap on some plugins and start going. That is exactly what I did right now. Just open up something and just start slapping it in and going. This is not for like a real project. Uh, I could already see right now it's having a trouble. It looks like trying to get into the Elementor data. and fix something, and it looks like it's getting stuck there. It's trying to fix this word, and it's getting stuck trying to fix it. I could see it's going through everything, trying to get in there. And if I am going to use this on the Elementor side, I definitely am going to need to learn how to access it and, create a skill, create something for it. That way it could go right in and fix, whatever it is. Huh, interesting. All right, gave database access. That's interesting. Let's see here. Yeah, that sounds a lot better. Oh wow. Okay. So it broke my site. Okay, I can see my font style has gone. Yeah, it messed up the styles that I have set inside of Elementor. Uh Obviously this header has just been butchered. Okay, not exactly what I was planning. Hmm. That's the thing. I guess we want something to happen magically through AI, and you don't see that really happening inside of the videos. You see the good prompt, but when things go wrong, we don't really see it. Okay, this is giving me the information, the notes on this, so that's pretty good. You know what? I'm just going to give it a couple more. Oh yeah, see. So this would take more work to figure out how to get this to work, to change it without messing everything up. So it did mess something up. Hmm. Okay. Well, that experiment wasn't a good one. You know what I'm going to do? I can see that the misspelled word has been fixed, but the global styles in Elementor have been removed, and the styles inside of the header have been removed. The website broke in a way where the header is now not designed at all. All the styles are missing, as well as the global font styles. Can you go back and undo the changes that you did? Revert it back and fix everything, putting it back in the state it was in before? Yeah, I don't know if that's even going to happen. But what I want to do though is go back over here. Let's go back and go into our sandbox. Okay, nothing here is in the sandbox. So this is going to take a little while to get used to. Okay, this did not work the way I wanted it to. Huh. Let's see what Claude is saying. Serialized PHP data includes string length counts. Let me restore from revision. Uh, yes, go for it. Again, if you are just tuning in, this is a burner website. It will be deleted immediately after this live stream. We are just exploring, experimenting, trying to understand things a little bit better. Okay, this really isn't that fun right now. I'm not having that much fun with this. I'll be quite honest. I think I'm getting ready to jump into the AI agent. I think I'm going to have a little bit more fun there. Well, it's already been some time as well. All right, I got to be okay, let's see here. This is taking too long for me, so I'm going to go ahead and just see if we can get it back to where it was or fix it, you know, this is a reason why my sessions with Claude Code take so long, is because as I'm going through and it's giving me these results, I'm going inside of my Claude Code and I'm pasting them in and I'm asking it to explain it and break it down. And then I'm going back in and I'm trying to learn exactly what is it that it's doing. I want to understand exactly how everything is working. Now, I know that's not the most efficient way. You could probably go faster another way, and I will learn how to go faster. But I kind of look at this when we're learning something different like this, we got to learn it. You know, I don't think it's something, I know prompting is important, understand how to prompt. I feel like, you know, using ChatGPT and all that stuff for some time, the prompting is part of it, but then understanding what is it that it's actually doing is the bigger part that I feel creatives need to learn right now. Okay, so Toby, what's up? You're going through the experimental phase too. I get it. And that's the fun part, you know. One thing I would say, going through these experiment phases, it's a blast. Like I'm having a blast with it. But I've also learned how to like do it in a way that's safe. Like right now, it's on a local website, ready to burn, ready to delete at any time. It doesn't matter. But then if I'm creating an app, I'm doing it inside of a Docker container. So that way, if something goes wrong, I just want to start over. I just delete the container, start the process all over. And this way, too, I'm starting to learn and understand the process. Oh, Toby, good point. Dude, definitely AI cannot replace us. I got some videos up coming up on that. I've uh I've been in the rabbit hole for some time, looking at all the different, all the different contents out there, all the different like I've been deep in it and I hear like the web designers are cooked or web developers are cooked. And that is not the case. It is so far from it. Imagine a client trying to come in here or like a non-techie, trying to come in here and do it. That's not happening. I know I'm like killing this wow, for something simple, I thought was simple, I'm going to be not only 15%. It's just taking so long. Okay, I already see some things I'm going to be working with Claude tomorrow on. I want to find out a way that I could streamline all of this instead of having to go, do you want to proceed? Do you want to proceed? Do you want to proceed? Like right now, everything that's happening is directed only to the file on the website in my local host. So nothing else could be messed with. There's no damage that could happen. It's not going to do things to other websites, other files, anything. And I want to be able to avoid this. Like I want to just like move forward. Like, okay, let's work a little bit more efficiently. Okay, it looks like we came to the end of it. Let's go and see if it fixed it. I'm going to go to my pages. Let's just first go to view. Hey, it actually worked. So it did work. It did fix the spelling error. The styles have been reverted. Looks pretty good. Let me go and just take a look. Okay, it looks like though this did break right here. So do you know what though? I think this was messed up already. I was experimenting with this inside of one of my Elementor videos. So yeah. Forget about that. It is looking okay. Let me go to edit with Elementor. Okay, so it worked. We got it. It just took an hour to fix fix one misspelled word. So, hey, progress, right? Progress. Let's move on to the next objective. Let's see here. This is why I want to do the live streams again, dude. I don't know. I would be doing this by myself already. Calling in my girlfriend, like, baby, come in here. Take a look at what I just did. I get you guys to geek out with. Okay, outcome 1, done. All right, outcome number 2. Let's see if we could do this a lot faster, though. I want to go quick because it is getting a little bit late over here. So we're going to create the AI agent using Bitflows. And I am creating a video next week for this, for Bitflows. And often, this is what I do. I have an idea, I have a project, I have a video or something, and I'm going to spend time learning it, setting it up, things like that. Another one that is coming next week, in next week's live stream, we're going to be looking at building a site with Mosaic, which is a new page builder. And I want to see what it's like creating a landing page with it in a live design session. So with that in mind, the video for the Bitflows is coming out next week. And by the way, Bitflows is dope. Let me know if you use Bitflows. The one thing I like about Bitflows, first off, the team is cool. They got a really good team. I like those guys. But also, it's yours. It's in WordPress, you know. And here is what we're doing. We're going to use the AI agent to build an agentic workflow. And I do have a link inside of the description if you want to give it a try. But the thing that I do like about Bitflows is the LTD is actually a really good price and there's no limits. And it is all hosted on your WordPress website. So if you want everything local, that's not like, you know, collecting data anywhere else, this is solid. So here's the flow we're going to do. Let me see. I got to get all my stuff ready. So believe I got it. Oh, no, not this one. That was something else. Okay. Oops. Where is it at? All right. And by the way, Claude did this. I worked with Claude. Claude set this up, you know, just to give a good start. And it created the outline. And I don't know if you guys have gotten like N8N or tried to figure out any complex workflow. It can get complex, and it was good trying to figure all that out on my own or trying to chat with ChatGPT. I stopped using ChatGPT, but it was great trying to figure that out. But now, getting a basic understanding and being able to use like Claude, like, dude, put something in FigJam that's visual, showing exactly how this works. Now we could do that directly in the site. Okay, I'm just trying to get a bearing on my pages here. We're going to go into Bitflows, create a flow. Let me close this so we can get more of a view. Okay, you know what? I am going to start from scratch. I want to do something completely from scratch. No, go back. Turn that off. Let's create, you know, I'm just going to delete this. Create a flow. I'm going to call this blog newsletter. I'm going to see how far we could take it. You know, just to recap on what we are doing. We are going to have a trigger when we when we publish a blog. ChatGPT is going to read it, summarize it. I'm going to create a campaign inside of Fluent CRM, set up that campaign, add in the featured image. We're going to try to get it to do that. I don't know if it possibly can, but we'll give it a try. And then we are going to have a button inside of the email that sends people to the blog post and to also fire it off automatically to an email list. So we're going to take a step-by-step, though. First, we're going to see if we can get it to create that campaign. And then after that, we'll see if we can get it to automatically fire off. Okay, so let's start off. Okay, I need to get my thing around. Okay, we're going to start off with the trigger. And with that, you know, we're going to go to WordPress. All right. So let's go ahead. Oh, no, that didn't do it. Yeah, just delete that. Yeah, we'll go in here. Just search for WordPress. By the way, they are also in the process of making an MCP. So that was pretty cool. I just found that out. Add action, rules, plugin triggers. Yeah, this stuff is dope. You can put a trigger in here. Plugin is deactivated. You can set it up where you're getting notified. So if you're working with other developers and you tell them, hey, do not deactivate any plugins, and then all of a sudden you get a Slack alert, you go like, yo, you deactivated a plugin. And we're like, no. We're like, dude, it said I got it. It's in Slack. Okay. Optional triggers. Dude, this stuff is dope. Who has comments anymore though? Comments I think are RIP at about this time. Terms, multi-site. Multi-site too. I don't know. Do you guys think multi-site is RIP? I have not seen one of those in ages. Okay. Now I'm just geeking out right here. Should I put on post status updates? Whoa, okay. So this is where I want to go fast. And I want to walk you through my process. Because I want to go fast. Okay. No. Didn't want to do that. You know what I'm going to do so I can speed things up? I'm going to go over. Okay, I don't need this terminal open. In fact, I don't even need my VS Code open. I'm going to say goodnight. Yeah, I'm going to say goodnight. Let's say goodnight to this. Okay. Bloop, bloop. See ya. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. I got to clean up my workspace. Where's my Claude? Claude, where are you? There you are. Okay, we'll keep this. Let me add that. Where's it at? Is it this one? Okay. I know you guys probably already know it. You're probably screaming it out at me like, it's that one. It's that one. I just want to make sure because I did not see a clear post published. Okay, we're ready to move forward now with the next outcome, and that is creating the AI agent inside of BitFlows. Let's go ahead and start setting this up. Now, the trigger is when a new post is published. Here is a list of the actions that we have for the triggers inside of WordPress. I just want to confirm which one of these is a proper act or the proper trigger for creating the trigger on when a new post is published. Dude, Robert, we might have to get together, man. I would love to hear how you got your setup. If ever you are down and okay with getting in front of a camera, would love to bring you on, man, and pick your brain because we've already communicated on some other stuff, dude. And, like, I want to learn. And I know, like, you got a lot of stuff, man, a lot of knowledge to share. Just throwing that out there. Just going to chuck it out there. Okay, let's see. WP insert post. That fires a moment a new post. Okay. See, I would have been trying all kinds of different things, clicking through. All right, let me get some water. I'm going to see if we could set this up in 15 minutes. That's my goal. Let me see the time. Okay, 15 minutes. But got a question. What it says. Question, is the post only inserted into the database once it is published, or is it inserted when it is a draft? I want to avoid the trigger occurring when there's just a new draft of a post. I only want it to trigger when that new post is set to publish. Let's verify. Okay, see, I knew it wasn't. I knew it. Okay. This is the one I had a feeling that it was on post status update. See, I knew it, man. I knew it. I'm telling you, you just can't trust it. You got to like dig in. You got to find the truth. You got to find the answers. Let's see. Post status update. I had a feeling. I had a feeling. Wait. Huh. Is this it? Actually, let me. Are you sure? Let's see. Oops. Okay. A condition node. All right. Post any post. So we got to have a condition now. Oh, yeah. Man, I thought this was going to be easier. Let's see. Huh. All right. I have a feeling this isn't right. But let me see. I got an idea. I just want to verify it. Okay, so we set up the post and then we add the condition. I don't see where to edit the condition. Are we going to put the AI agent after the condition, or is it going to connect directly to the post and then we're going to add the condition somewhere else? Let's go ahead and create the outline for everything. Walk through the process, but just keep it very simple. Okay. Condition. All right, let's see. Uh, Posted. No. This doesn't feel right. I knew I should have tried something easier. No, it's all good. I want to figure this out. This is it. This is what I want to do. Okay, you know what? Let me delete all my. I got a lot of screenshots for today. It's going to be hard to find. Let's do this. Okay. Let me through the conditions. All right. Okay. Go back to the trigger, click listen, respond. All right. All right. All right. I got an idea. I'm just going to delete this first. And let's go open this up. A new window. All right, I'm just going to go to one of the posts. I know I got some dummy posts right here. Oh, wow, it's all lorem ipsum. No wonder why I had such a problem with Claude. Imagine if I asked Claude to fix all the lorem ipsum. This is all lorem ipsum. But anyways, let's go here. I am going to, oh, this is ugly. Okay, I use Faker Press for this. This is another thing, too, that I feel that could help out with something like Claude Code, creating some blog posts for like dummy blog posts just to get started. Let's go ahead and put this to draft. Okay, now I am going to go here and put on listen, response. And now I'm going to put this to publish. See if it captures that. Okay. Use a conditions node immediately after the trigger node to filter the hook response. Okay, dope. Let's grab this. And I think it's going to be the new status, right? That's all we have. Okay, conditions. Okay. New status equal to, I think we just put in publish. Let me just make sure nothing else is in here. Oops, publish. All right, and let's go ahead and capture that as well. Okay, we got the true. Let me go back. This is where I'm working with Claude. I just start to wait, no. Okay. Okay, so I went back and I set one of my published blogs to draft. Went back inside of the trigger in Bitflows, clicked on listening. Then I went back and set that same blog post to publish. And this is what we came out with, and this is what I set the condition to. Is this correct, or does something else need to be changed? Oh, dude, definitely post a link. I mean, I don't know if it's going to show, though. I don't have control over it right now. But post it. You know, if YouTube blocks it, then I can't do anything about it. But yeah, I'm totally down, man. Go ahead and share. I want you guys to share for sure. All right. That's perfect. The capture response and your condition is set correctly. New status equals publish. That means the flow will only continue. That's good. Okay, it is working good. Okay. Let's add. Okay, I still need to connect my chat. So let's close this. All right. Now let's go ahead and I believe we have them up here too. Then tools, AI agent. Okay, let's connect it. Now I'm going to have to connect my ChatGPT real quick. Ah, that's right. Okay, I am going to go off screen on this one. While you check out One Punch Man, let's go and grab my API key. Got to do some login stuff over here. Looking on my second monitor. All right. We have to do some verification stuff. All right. I should have got that part done before. My bad on that. Okay, I'm going to create a new secret key. And yeah, I got all my other keys right here. There's no way I could put that on a live stream. That's a no-no. Okay, Bitflows agents. Yeah, I might reuse this one. I might do it. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we'll put that project, create that. Copy that. Let's go back. I know you guys can't see it. Okay. I believe I am connected. Dope. Let's go back here. Okay, now I am connected. Let's select. You know, we'll do 5.4. We probably don't. Yeah, let's just do 5.4. It's okay. And I am not going to do all. Yeah, I don't need to do all those. Okay, cool. We're good. Let's clear this. Now, memory. We don't even need memory for this. This task doesn't require memory. Now, if I was going to do something like a support, then I would, create memory for that. I don't see a need for it because the memory, from my understanding of memory, it's going to remember the last, for in this case, 5 times that it ran this. But every time it's going to be just like the same thing with the blog post. So, I mean, I could go ahead and just give it a simple one. I'm going to call this automated news. Oh, hold up. I'm going to put it all lower caps. Auto newsletter. And I'm going to just take this to 2. We don't need anything more than that. Probably could even delete that. Okay, the tool. This is where we're going to get interesting. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so we got the AI agent, the chat model, and now the action, Fluent CRM, field mapping, Fluent CRM. Whoa, okay. All right. I'm getting a little sleepy. It's getting a little late. So what I'm going to do is use the tools that I have. All right. I'm going to get guidance on this. Kind of got an idea. Just want to make sure. Okay, we are set up and ready to go. We got ChatGPT connected. Now, let's move forward with the tool. What should we throw inside there? Fluent CRM. How about the rest of the actions? Let's go ahead and set up for the rest of this workflow. Okay, I'm not going to go to bed, dude. I am going to push through this. In fact, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to stand up for the rest of this. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Dope. Here we go. Got to wake up. So let's go back over here, and I am first going to go and add in. I know I need to add my plugin. So let's go here and add Fluent CRM. I am going to create an automation where a newsletter gets created every single time a blog post is published. The newsletter is created directly from Fluent CRM and sent out to a newsletter list. That is the goal. Now I'm going to create a video on this. This is just what I have to go through before I create a video when I have an idea and I want to figure out how to actually make this happen. Let's go here. I'm going to probably use a free version of Fluent CRM. Hopefully that'll work. All I have is a one license for my own website. This is what I use for my newsletters. Let's see how far that could go. You know what? I got MailerPress as well. I've been wanting to experiment with MailerPress. That might be something fun to play around with. Let's get this going. Okay, we got Fluent CRM. Let's see here. Nah, we don't need to do any of that right now. All I need to do is create a contact. Let's add a contact, and I am going to name me. And I'll use one of my throwaway emails. All right, and a list. Let me see, can we create one directly from here? Nope. Okay, create contacts. Let's go create a list, and I'm just going to make this easy. News letter. Bam. Back over to my contacts. No, not the campaigns, the contacts. Let's see here. I am going to add me to it. Dope, dope. Okay. So let's see now if we could get the rest to automate. Now, let's go back over here. Tools. And let me just check what chat is guiding me through. Not chat, I mean Claude. Sorry, man. Sorry, Claude. Didn't mean that. Agent, click. Open the AI agent. No, click on it and set the prompt. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to let it do the prompt for me. You are an email newsletter writer. A new blog post has just been published. Here it is. Post title and the post content. Write 2 paragraphs. Okay. That's a good first basic prompt, and it's cool to keep it basic while we just get it testing. But eventually, I'm going to want it to also add the feature image at the top of the newsletter, followed by the 2-paragraph summary of the newsletter, and then followed by read more here and having a button that has a link to the newsletter. That's going to be the overall mission. Should we go ahead and try that right now, or should we start with the basic first and refine that later? No, the link didn't show, Robert. I think you got to like break it up with something. You know, like try to trick YouTube. YouTube's going to block links inside of live chats. I don't think you could get it through. Could you imagine if they let links through, what would go down inside of the chats? Man, okay. Let's see here. All right. Cool. We'll start with that. Let's go over to my chat node. Oh, wait. Oh my God. Okay, I'm drawing a little bit of a blank. Okay, there we go. Huh. Okay. You know what? I got a question though. I have a question. I want to make sure I get this verified right now. You see, for me, it's like, I don't know. I don't feel like I'm trying to like have Claude do everything for me. I feel like I'm learning with it as I'm going through the process. I have not felt like I have learned so much as I have in these last like couple of months. Okay, here we go. This is where the prompt is at. Now it has a system prompt as well. Is there anything we should put inside of that? Also, the max iterations. Please describe that a little bit more. What is the best practice for the max iterations? And then also the response format. We have the options for text, JSON, generate from a JSON example defined using JSON's schema. I have a feeling text is going to be the way to go, but just want to verify everything and make sure we're following best practices. All right, we got this. Everything looks good. Let me answer. Okay. Copy clear. System prompt. Yes, put something here. This is where you define the agent's role. Okay. This is where we set up the role. Max iterations. This controls how many times the agent can loop and think before it gives you an answer. For a simple writing task like this, 10 is overkill. Set it to 3. Okay, it's generating a newsletter summary. Responsive format, you're right. Text is correct for the JSON. Dope, let's do this. Okay, we got our system prompt right here. Let's set this to 3, and let's do a test run. Uh-oh. All right, one item error. Chest node is not configured. Chat mode is not configured. Okay. Uh-oh. I thought I did set that up. I thought I did. Let me go back. All right, let's go to 4, see if that works. You know what? Let me go back out and make sure that our connection is connected. Is there a way to test this? In 7 hours. Huh. Should be working. I'm getting the same error, and I believe it's connected, but there's no way to really test a connection. I can't find a way to test it. It looks like it is, but is there maybe something that isn't connected right? I don't know. It should be working. Uh-oh. Set up at the select model field is a problem. It's showing GPT cut off. The model isn't fully. No, it is fully selected. It's just. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's go back. My little dog is barking for me. She knows it's like our TV time. I can hear her right now. Still getting that error. There's something else. There's something happening. I know it. Huh. I wonder. You know what? Let me pull this out of the screen so I could go back to my OpenAI. Just make sure everything here is right. Okay, it looks like it was never used. No, it was used, so it is connected. Okay. Hmm. All right. There's something else happening. Okay. Okay, so it's still getting the same error saying that chat model node not configured. And as you can see from it that it is connected to GPT-4. I even went back into my API keys and it shows that it was used inside of my OpenAI. I don't know what else it could be. I do have advanced features, the max completion token, temperature, top P, frequency penalty, presence penalty. I don't know if I have to use any of these or if it could be anything else. Maybe the simple memory. I am not sure, but it's still not working. Uh-oh. Need to go to my whisper now. All right, you know what? If this isn't going to connect right now, then we might have to recontinue this. All right, even my Claude is getting stuck right about now. Yeah, you know what? If I keep getting stuck and if it's not working, something is off. Disconnect the simple memory node. Click on the connection between the AI agent and simple memory and delete it. Memory is not needed. Then test it again. Yeah, if we don't get this going in the next couple of minutes, guys, I'm going to have to come back for a part 2. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, something else is going on. I might have to reach out to the BitFlows team. I know it's something for me. It always is. Hmm. You know what it might be? I have an idea. I have to take this off screen again. I wonder if I need to put money inside of my OpenAI account. I don't want to give them money anymore, though. I really want to be done. So, BitFlows is getting Claude code coming in. Let me see. am I at right now? No, I still got $8 in here, so it's not money. I got some money inside there, enough to do some of this. All right, something else is going on. I think I think the universe is telling me something, you know. I think this is probably going to be it. Let me go ahead and get out of the screen share. Okay. Thank you for sticking around for this ride. This is how it goes sometimes. Sometimes it's smooth and it's on point. Sometimes to go in, it's just like you kind of like hit those walls. But one thing that happens though, every time I hit these walls, it stays up here and I might go to sleep and, you know, maybe I'll be like doing a run in the morning and then it'll hit me like an answer, like something I didn't think of, like it could be that. And then, you know, it just comes out of nowhere. Maybe after this, I'll take a shower and it'll hit me like, oh, maybe this is why I wasn't connecting. Or, you know, tell me if this happens to you, but I think this is the normal part of development. I think this is just what happens. I'm going to be back definitely next week. And I'm going to keep this going. I might get a couple of these going a week. I don't want them to be so long, though. I'm going to keep it real. This was a lot longer than what I wanted. And I know I see the long streams. I'm like, how does anybody stream for so long? I get it. You just get in the zone and start doing stuff, and time flies. But definitely, I want to be able. This is me getting the cobwebs out. I want to approach the live streams going forward where we're focusing on the hour session that has clear outcomes. I'll do my best to prepare before them so that way we're productive and streamlined. I also want to make sure this is a place where we can connect. You know, that's what I really want to do. I want to connect. So thank you everyone for joining, being part of this. We're going to be back next week and we're going to be kicking these off quite often. And the feedback that I get from these, this is what guides the direction that we go in. So definitely let me know what you think. Robert, one hurdle at a time. We had a hell of a hurdle. All right. My streaming software got a 503 and I signed up to Riverside and set up my account, connected it to an existing stream that was already created. Like that in itself was a problem well solved, but that wasn't shown here. Instead, we had other problems that weren't solved as well. But anyways, I had fun. I hope you guys did too. And we'll be back again next week. All right, everyone. Take care. Have fun. Stay creative.